let me finish this. There you go. That's better. And when I'm done, I will let you folks know. Shalom, beloved brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike. Please give me a one if you can hear me and see me well. Thank you, beloved. Thank you. My apology in advance. The 17th this month, 17th this week, this Thursday, I may not be available to go live, but I will do everything that I have to do to be live. Um, I have a couple stuff that I need to take care of. I may not be able to be with you this Thursday, of course. Let me see. Oh, wow. So, ah, great. Okay. Sister is good. All right, great. We have some of our people. Your results are here. And again, when things are in Latin, so they have to be translated back. But shalom, beloved brothers and sisters. All praises to the Most High, the great, powerful. His Majesty Himself, He's here. Thank you for being here. It is good to be here, beloved. We are in our 16th days or 40-day fast. Now, excuse me. I I want the nation to understand one thing. Okay, we are going to a fast. So fast. There's a lot of purification going on. Okay, there's a lot of things happening, a lot of attacks, of course. Mine, mine goes differently, like everybody else. For those of you that were in a Zoom meeting, how many people that were in a Zoom meeting or trying to attend the Zoom meeting? We need to get certain things straight before we move in. Or you were aware of the Zoom meeting? Getting very cold now. Oh boy. Okay. All right. So what happened in the Zoom meeting? We want to apologize for the whole thing. You see, we are fasting, expecting things like that to get in. The people that tried to get in, it didn't work, or you got kicked out abruptly. It, we got attacked last night. Okay, that was a simple attack. You could not. Yeah, you if you couldn't able to sign in, our beloved sister Yolanda, she's the host, and the Zoom could not. It was working, and then all of a sudden it kicked everybody out. It kicked everybody out. What happened is while the sister was talking, and then out of nowhere, the computer said Zoom updating without even you saying Zoom updating or say he just say Zoom updated, and then it shut it down by itself, and then it kicked everybody out, and then it update, and then after that it doesn't want anybody to come back in because there are certain people that cannot get in. And when you are discussing things, we told you the moment our people gather together, they are sharing ideas, they are talking, um they are doing things, is going to become an issue. I'm not quite sure. Give me a second. Shalom. Wait. So excuse me. um that's what happened. Okay. What they are doing is they can't get in, and out of nowhere he just said update, just like my computer. It says your computer is shutting down right now, updating. I didn't even I didn't set up this thing to do this and stuff like that. And when it comes to those type of technology, I'm not well versed, but I am quite known. I know a few stuff. I know one thing or two about technology when it comes to computers and things. It's just the way that those people do their stuff. You let it go. Now, before we move in, just let you know that the people that could not get in, it's not we didn't want you to get in. However, we have rules and policy. We have protocols that need to be respected. Okay, that need to be respected. If we are getting together in righteousness and discuss the mighty one power, the mighty one business, we have to respect each other. The enemy is your enemy. He would never try to, whatever the enemy is doing out there will never put it in public. If you First of all, if you heard anybody call me any certain name, call me a witch, a warlock, or I'm practicing witchcraft, tell the most high great glory, great praises. Yes, indeed. Yes, if it is for the glory of my Father, I'm not hiding anything from anybody. I am studying. If what I'm studying is deemed to be witchcraft or sorcery or Satanism, I'm going off and stuff. I'm studying. I'm seeking the face of the Mighty One. And I will not let anything frighten me or put fear on me. And I told you, and I'm going to keep telling people, for those of you that have dreams and see me dead and all that, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. They just keep moving. Don't follow me. Follow the mighty one. The most I have me study. He had me going places and talking to people you would have never known. Like I told people, my life become a movie, a literal movie. And I love it, man. I'm like, I love this, Musa. I love this. Now, with that being said, I don't want anybody to be here. I'm not a deceiver in a sense like I'm trying to deceive you. As a man, yes, I am a deceiver. If you follow me, I will deceive you. But I don't want anybody that are new here that subscribe here and then they felt like a spirit brought them here and the next thing you know, I was practicing things in the background. Everything that I'm saying here, it is practicing in front of you. The reason, brothers, okay, we have the Zoom, it's because we have a safe space to study. Now, a lot of people been suggesting to have a Patreon. We will have something like that, but it will be on the YouTube membership for those who wants to know and for those who wants to learn. And this thing will be straight up Hogwarts if you're not about to learn what they are, what they can do, why they were using on you, why your power were taken from you and used on you. You cannot join. If you think you're gonna join like far distance and hide your face, it won't. It won't work. It won't work. If it is, if it has to be like this, it has to be an open-minded, literally open-minded. There will be angels that will come unto you. They will see who you are, and if you are deemed to be in our part, and you will pay for your own, how they say this, your own administration. I'm still talk your own admission. I'm still talking to the Most High about this because it's gonna be heavy. Certain things it has to be discussed between us. I have to know you. You have to know me. You have to know my mind. I have to know your mind. There will be no spies and no traitor here, just like in the Zoom. If you are coming in our Zoom, we ask you, if the moment we are coming in, we have our beloved host, Sister Yolanda. The first thing you're going to do is turn on your camera. Mute your phone, turn on your camera. You wave your hand, do a little jazz hand and stuff. We need to see you. We have so-called Gentiles, white women, white men coming all the time. We never had any issue with them because they show themselves. They want to learn. They want to know what's going on. But if it takes you 15 minutes to turn on your camera, you will be kicked off. Of course, we have a lot of our elders and all of our seniors, okay, and they're not too familiar with the technology, and it's gonna take them some time, brothers. Okay, it's gonna take some time. If you try to drain, the first thing first, your camera has to be turned on. We need to know who you are. Who are you? Halt! Who goes there? Friend or foe? Because we have a lot of dogs, a lot of swine in the midst that will take literally what we said in the Zoom because we discuss secret things here. No, it cannot do. Nobody can use another face and then get in on our and on our stuff like that. And then when you're on the Zoom, brothers, everybody got 5 minutes to discuss what they need to discuss. No interruption from another person. Let the people that are new come in and introduce themselves so can be familiar with the platform. If someone is speaking, do not interrupt the others until that person is done with the 5 minutes. If there's any question you asking that person, go ahead asking. As you already know, it is strictly forbidden to give me any credit nor any praise or discussing anything about me as if like I'm something. I'm nothing, brothers. That is the truth. I want my people to understand whatever we are doing here, it's not by my power. I do not want anyone to follow me. I understand a lot of brothers and sisters out there love me very much, and they see certain things that I'm doing to them, and the mind I'm going off, I'm going to hell. They want to save me. That you're supposed to do this. You're supposed to warn your brothers. You're supposed to say, brother, I think this is not good for you. This is not, but let me do it. This is the mighty one will. His will is not for me to make it to the promised land. His will for me is to do something. Let it do it. If this is the will of the Father to make me to go off, to make me to go astray so he can save the others, so be it. But we must understand we have to respect each other. We have to respect each other's time. If you are coming in our meeting, there's no such thing that I am above you, or I can say this, I can say that. Everybody got 5 minutes. Do not interrupt people. Let the person talk. If you have you raise your hand. You don't come in the room, Zoom lurking around, and you know, and camera off right there. Amen. Turn on your camera. Yeah, why don't you guys talk about his first? Turn on your camera. Yeah, talk about things so I can know what you guys were talking about. You don't do this. Understand this. We are going to a 40-day fast. Like many of you that went to the previous one, this one is very different. This freaking damn thing is already, you can see it here, is already started to broken. You bought this thing for all that money, but hey, look at this, look at this. Now the other one don't do this, it's just this side. It's going to break. Not even a week old. Cheap. I need the metal leak, like the giant metal. You know, the one that they had in the 70s and the 80s, you know, the one that can literally crush your head, the one that made out of metal. This one is made of plastic. But anyway, still working. This fast is very different. To our beloved sister, your results are in and they look beautiful. Brothers, the things that we are studying, I have now become more and more enlightened. And I'm seeing certain things. I'm like, oh, praises to the Most High. When the demons out there, to finish, to finish what I'm saying, uh, uh, what I said about the Zoom meeting. Rule number one: if you're joining us, turn on your camera because we know Perry Stone tried to join. We know TD Jakes is in the midst. We know there are other pastors that trying to join. White people have no problem. They come, they cleave, they listen, and then they respect everything. But Perry Stone, if you want to join us, you need to surrender everything that you have unto us, including that goddamn church. Everything, all the prophet and everything that, because that's your God, you have to surrender your God unto us, so your God will serve us because we are your taskmaster. The Most High is the grandmaster. Beloved, let me tell you right off the bat, those guys received the orders from the Vatican. And the Vatican, they are watching and they know who to watch. And they want to be in those meetings. They want to know what's going on because we have secret things we cannot say here. We have secret stuff that we cannot talk about them here. We talk about in the meeting. We have special places. They cannot get in. So if they can get in, they think just YouTube right here, anybody can watch this. We really don't care. But there are special stuff. They know what's up. They know exactly what's going on. For those of you, if you watch which one of you are aware that Perry Stone, Swagger Jack, the whole thing about demon? If you listen to the video, he literally say there's a lot of witchcraft going on. They are anybody that keep talking about there's a lot of witchcraft going on. They're following the same thing with church. Let me tell you one thing to conclude and go this and you never ever in your life know what witchcraft was ever since you were in the church. Once you come out of out of a church, which is the truth, the highest form of negative witchcraft or sorcery, everything else is up for grab and study and look. What is it? The power that the Most High put in us and you is more powerful than anything like this or any demons. As the Most High child, you have the power to whip and tame demons out there and exorcise them, cast them out like Yahushua was doing. You have this power, but you need to know the enemy. You need to train. You need to get in the boxing ring, do jump rope. You need to do a lot of training and exercise, practice. Yahushua didn't wake up one day and then he went to school. He learned. He had mentors. He had to learn under the powerful Druids. He have to learn. He have to read and stuff. If you want, listen, this is not for everyone, but I do not want to I do not want to say anything out there for the people to know that I'm lying to them. If you have anybody out there you good with those things, you can read me, do a reading on me, see who I am. What am I all about? Am I a liar? Am I coming here to deceive people? This is not my job. I don't do this. Day 16, beloved, we are fasting. Let us raise the name of Almighty One, and then we will talk a little about what's going on, brothers. Okay, all right. Let us keep on moving, brothers. Okay, all praises to the Most High, the Mighty One, O great powerful One that created the heaven, the earth, and everything in them. O great One, hear us, hear our prayers. Hear your children. We come before you today. We come to judge ourselves. We come to in front of you to judge us, to pass your judgment, to literally see us from front back forward, all everything that is in our heart. As you know, your servant, me, Big Levi, your son, your manservant. I have tell you all the truth. I have no intention of leading your children astray. Even if I have it, I will have never done this. I have no intention of hurting another brother or another sister out there. All my intention is to find the truth, is to find you, is to find wisdom. I know wisdom is not supposed to be attractive. It's supposed to be scary. It's supposed to scare you away. It's supposed to make you so scared that you want to run. But when it comes to this, your mightiness, I will not run. I will run, but I will run towards you. I want to know who you are, where you are. The Gentiles put a lot of fear in our people. They taught us a lot of things. That is why I despise, with my own very heart, with my own full might, I despise conspiracy theories. It was conspiracy that caused our beloved brother Yahushua to perish. Lies, slander, accusation, because they have nothing going on. They have to slander you and they have to put you to a place like a bunch of buck-tooth scumbag monsters out there. They don't know anything. They heard somebody say something. They say it's true because he looks like that, because he formed this place, and then they slander you, they kill you. I can't wait, Father, when you put me through this test, when you're going to send certain physical things against my loin. Your Highness, we come before you. We are begging and asking for forgiveness. We come before you because we are seeking holy guidance, and we are looking and searching for the unsearchable, untouchable, the unlearnable, so to speak. We are fasting and praying day 16. Wow. Since it's been 2 weeks, 2 whole weeks, day 16. This is beautiful. 4 more days, we're going to be halfway through this thing. Saturday coming the 18th, we will be halfway through this. All praises. And we know your highness, your mightiness. You are cleaning the people. You are removing certain woods, certain weeds. We do understand that the Vatican, they are watching. They are monitoring our people and they are learning. We understand the pastors are here. The reverend are watching and they want to know exactly what's going on so they can go ahead and take this and twist it and then make their own stuff with it. Beloved, fear not. It seems to me there's an emphasis and on in me, on my name. Listen, if you heard anything out there about me, about my name, pay no attention. Do not get involved. Do not let any demon feed on your energy. Remember, we all have a personal demon. Of course, I find out one of the sister in the nation, one of the brother in the nation have a demon that has 200 legion. Do you know what that is to have a demon that have 200 legion? Each legion probably a million or two. This demon are two 400, probably 200 billion demons out there. And this demon is the one that making your life hell. Do not feed them, beloved. Do not feed the troll. Do not feed anyone. Do not feed your family member. Remember, your job is to fight your own demon. You do not have the job to fight another person's demon while you are fighting yours. Do not let them feed on your energy. Raise your vibration to the highest frequency. Connect to the mighty one. Bless he that created the heaven, that made the sea. Bless he who the one that owned and created everything. Bless the bornless, the one that has no beginning, no end, no name, none given, none taken, the mighty one, the one that is everything. Bless he created everything. Indeed, we must, at least I am have to go on a quest to look for it. I have to go into an adventure, even if it have to kill me because my life doesn't belong to me, it belong to him. He just lended to me. And then when he lended to me, in return, he said, give me glory and praise. And I say, glory and praise unto you with the fast. Glory and praise unto you with the video that we are working on here. Is already 2 hours past. Glory and praise. Your mightiness. Our ancestors, we have done horrible and terrible things against you. We have worship another God before you. We indeed worship Satan. We made Satan our God. We went to his church and he damaged us. He damaged our people. He made himself become good. He told us, don't touch this, don't touch that, because it's witchcraft. And now people are so damaged. They don't understand the power that they have in them is unmatched. We cannot go astray. We will never go astray. We can go anywhere. Every spirit that is in the house will tremble before us and bow down and cleave and worship our Father. We are not afraid. We are not afraid. Yea, we are not afraid. We are happy. Your mighty one, we confess our sins. We ask you on the behalf of all those horrible and terrible, disgusting things that we did unto you. We resent, we repent, we regret, we hated those things, Your Highness. Clean us with our hearts uncovered. Use your holy hyssop, your holy water, your holy salt. Make us whiter than snow. Hide your face from our sins. Forgive us for the sins that we committed in the past, the present, the future. The sins of we committed while we were aware, unaware, willingly, unwillingly. Forgive us. Selah, so be it. O great mighty one, God that created the heaven, the earth, and everything in it. Oh, you supreme majesty. Thank you. Thank you for not giving us unto shame. Thank you for not giving us unto reproach. As of today, February the 15th, we are in our 16-day fast. We are seeing marvelous work. We are seeing that you sent a storm of angel destroying 80% of SpaceX Space Link satellite, the so-called Elon Musk. Oh, it's the sun, something that came from the sun. No, it wasn't. It was the angels that we sent. We give orders. They go over there. They destroy all your little space link satellite. We give great glory, great praises. You people ain't going to go nowhere. You mean to tell me, or Elon Musk spent billions of dollars to put those satellite up there, and then he used 5G because, of course, he's the elite. He used 5G to bring it down to show you how it's gonna bring the world down. We give you great praise, great glory for sending this horrible and terrible omen of those birds. You can literally see the portal open and the birds dropped in there. They were sucked into a vortex, into a wormhole, and then they appear. This is a horrible and terrible omen unto them. And we say, great glory, great praises. We exalt your name above all forever. Yes. Yes, for showing Perry Stone that he is going to go to that place for doing that thing that he did. And the only way for him is to cling unto us. Do it with pride. You don't want to say it, to show the Vatican, which are watching now, which are watching our people, specific brethren, show them they have nothing going on. The devil is a deceiver. He lied to them. Those infernal spirit that they were serving, they have abandoned them. Those entities left them, and now those entities turn against them. And then now they want to come over here and steal what the mighty one gave unto us, so they can pervert it like they perverted everything. They can take everything that we do here, so they can bring it to their people and say, hey, don't do this. This is witchcraft. This is this. You're going to hell and stuff like that and stuff. Thank you, Your Highness, for making them cleave, although they don't want to admit it. But our people said, we see you. Peekaboo, I see you. Peekaboo, the Messiah saw you. The all-knowing being. He knows everything. You know your mind. I do not know his. I do not know what he is going to do. I do not know his plan. I do not know anything. I'm not here to tell you, follow me. I'll bring you to heaven. I'll bring you to the kingdom, or do as I say. You're going to, nope. I'm here to keep the peace. You are here to maintain the peace. We are here to glorify and praise and exalt his name. That's your main duty. But I don't know what to do in life. Your duty is to glorify, exalt the name of the mighty one. Your duty is not here to follow men, especially me. But how do I glorify his name? Well, exactly what you're doing. Everything that you're doing on earth, do it for his honor, for his glory, whether it's for good or evil. Because to him, he wants to see you. He wants to see your heart. Almighty One, thank you for not giving the nation unto great shame and great reproach. Thank you for not bringing Jacob's trouble upon us. Almighty One, thank you for removing the northern army and bring them to this land, this barren land, and have them going at each other's throat. Almighty One, thank you for the food. Thank you for the life. Thank you for the spiritual food. Thank you for the spiritual life. Thank you for opening our eyes spiritually. Thank you for not totally forgetting us and give us unto reproach. So we'll be like those people. Yesterday was their biggest day because they could have celebrated Valentine's, or they could have celebrated the Super Bowl win, or whatever it was. I'm not quite sure, was it yesterday or Sunday or whatever it was, whenever it was. Out of all the beautiful, magical, wonderful things that you're doing out there, our people are worrying about some damn chicken from some damn football, some damn Valentine's. Your Majesty, we love you. We cherish you. We exalt your name. We want you. We want the wisdom. We know the wisdom. Your wisdom is scary, man. It's not edit. It's not made for anyone. Beloved, as this day forward, we are fasting in our 16 days. I ask my beloved brothers and sisters to be mindful of the demons, to be mindful of your personal demon. Understand what make him ticks. Understand what he likes. Understand how to bind him forever in the mighty name of the Holy One. Yea, indeed, Matthew 8, verse 32, Yahweh shall say, be gone, gone. But he did not say, be gone, gone. He said a word. They removed it. You need to find out what word. And then he was casting demon out, just like he was casting spell. You don't like it, that's on you. That is what it is. He's giving you your power back. If you don't want it, oh, well, if you want it, all praises to the Most High. We need to be mindful of attacks, brethren. We need to be mindful and keep it the cool. If you see anything, beloved, please live in peace. Do not do not rebuttal. Do not give excess. Just leave it in peace. Tell the Father, this is getting too heavy for me. I don't like it. I will go do something else until you make things clear for me. I'm confused. It is all right to be confused. This brother is confusing me. I need to put him down and get some rest and make sure you do that. They will do it. Beloved, we are in our 16 days of fasting. A lot of things going on. We must keep the energy high, the frequency high. Send the love to the Father. It will send it back to us and we can share it with the others. He is our first love. He is our the first giver. We say great glory, great praise unto him, much love to him, and he is send it back and we go we share it with the nation. We don't take all our love and give it to the people that always been hating us. We don't give love to the enemy that out there and hate us. We've been doing this for 400 or 500 years. It never worked. Your mightiness, your greatness, your supreme majesty. Thank you. And may your will be done on this earth as it is in heaven. Selah, so be it. Prayer to the Holy Spirit. To the earthly mother, we say thank you. Thank you, beloved mother, for watching over us, for giving us the spirit of meekness, humbleness, and a heart of a servant. Selah, so be it. Prayer to the angels, to all the angels, Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel, all the angels, we know their names, and the one who do not know their names, our guardian angels, the 6 members of all families. We say thank you. Thank you for everything you've been doing. Thank you. May the will of the mighty one be done in this earth as it is in heaven, protecting our people, destroying our enemy, carrying out all the orders that we give, doing the 10th hour, doing now, Selah, so be it. Keep us in this fast, strengthen us in this fast, keep our people safe. Thank you. And bless the 8K, bless the Jews, the Gentiles alike. Selah, so be it. By the great and horrible and terrible power the Most High vested in me, I leave all of you in peace. Be at peace. Conquer your demon. Whip him. Make him docile. Make sure when you walk wherever you walk in your spiritual body, when your demon sees you, it quickly come like a little dog and bow down. Make sure your demon has no power over you. Do not feed him or her. Make sure you know, like Sensei say, you cannot do none of those things if you do not know the Most High well. You need to know His supreme majesty very well. Not, I got an idea of who He is. You need to know Him. And to know the Most High is the most scariest thing you can do in your life. He will test you, man. There's the great test is going on. He will test you, man. Do not let your demon overpower you. I have great news for some of our beloved sisters and the brothers that had their stuff checked. More information are coming in, brothers. More things I didn't know are coming in. Beautiful things, man. Beautiful things. And we had a sister. Her connection was severed with her guardian angel, and then they gave her a way to reconnect it, and the sister went through a lot. I'm talking about like a lot, like in her past. Anything you could have imagined, it happened to the sister. So, and that's when the connection break. That's why a lot of you're effed up. You are like effed up because so much happened to you in your past. You become, you broken. You become broken. You become broken. So, and that's why you have to come back and then get rebuilt. Keep praying. Be careful what you're asking for. Don't be asking the Most High for His wisdom, holy guidance, and stuff. If you want those, if you can do it on your own, do it on your own. Get your books and rely on one book, and then rely on the light alone, and that's it. Always acknowledge that there is only angels, only good people out there. Everybody that you meet, you need to love everyone. You need to open your door for everyone. You need to sleep with everyone. Excuse me. There's no such thing as balance. If you choose to do it like that, good. But over here, we know there's a reason why you were born with one right hand and one left hand, one left feet, one right foot, so to speak, one left ear, one right ear, one left eye, one right eye, one right nose. I'm making a video. Balance, keep the universe. There's a reason 12 hours after it will be dark. Excuse me. There is a reason for everything, and we must understand this. You know, we must understand what is it, what they are there, who is the enemy, how is being able to stay in power for that long, and how is he able to destroy us to a point that we can even get back to the Father like this? What is he? What is he doing? How he's able to do things? One spell that we broke back. I'm very happy the Most High gave us the ability. We broke this spell was the spell of thinking the enemy was so mighty. He was mightier than the Supreme Holy One. One spell that we break those people put on us and put them, they were so smart, they were undefeatable. Nothing ever happened to them. Everything is doing everything well in their life. Even though they are the worst at the point, they always come back on top. They were gods themselves. One thing like the Most High made us break, like those people always show themselves as being like they can control the weather, they can create it, men, Big Bang, they know everything, they know the universe. We find out they're all lies. This spell is broken. We are not afraid of them. At least I am not. If you are fearing your beloved, you cannot be in the rank. They have sword, we have sword. They have spell, we have spell. They have face, we have face. They have fire, we have dragons and volcanoes. Bring it on. Now, to discuss certain things, brothers, for the people that I got here. Yesterday, we suffered an attack at the Zoom meeting, okay? During the Zoom meeting, we were in the middle of it, and then all of a sudden, everybody got kicked out. The whole thing stopped. The reason why this happened because we had an attack. The Zoom said Zoom update, and it is shut down by itself and stuff like that. Everybody got got kicked out. So that's what it was, and we give the Most High great glory, great praise. If you wish to get in our Zoom meeting, we have rules, simple rules. The function of this Zoom is to discuss private things that we cannot discuss here, to give the people a little time to talk. That's why when I go in other brothers live, like Big Judah, the other brethren, I choose to not to type in chart. I listen, because if I do, it's gonna cause a confusion. Sometime, only if I have to do this, but I will do it on under another account because I want to see what the people are saying. I want to see if the people get the message. All people are still living in fear. All people know that the mighty one has spoken. Did they understand what's going on out there? And then still this day, you still have people thinking everything is still fake, everything is a distraction. They still thinking like the Gentiles have some kind of power. They can come against the mighty one. They can't. See, those forces are not moving in the hood or nowhere near to the hood. They are moving away and they're gonna fight each other. They will. Our rules, if you wish to come to our meeting, you're all invited to share knowledge and share your dreams and things that happened to you in the past, suggestions, and talk to the people. Rule number one, it's all about the Most High. Zero conspiracy theories. You don't bring garbage here. It's all about the mighty one. If you're not here to praise and exalt his name and give him praises and glory ever forever and ever, you can't be. Two, everybody that joining, we must know who you are. Everybody here know my face. You may not know my life. You know my face. I only know one or two of you. I only see one or two of you. I met people when I'm in the street. They know me because they saw me online. I could get killed out there anytime. I don't care about that. But if you wish to come to our meeting, turn on your phone, turn on your camera, mute your microphone. Rule number two, you got 5 minutes. Everybody, there's a timer. Everybody got 5 minutes to introduce themselves. Rule number three, you do not interrupt someone when that person is talking. Let that person talk to their all 5 minutes. If you have a question, quickly write it down. And then we're in harmony. If you got 15 minutes, you don't want to turn on your camera, you will be kicked out. We have to respect each other, brothers. Okay. Again, to conclude, we will have another meeting, probably President's Day. When is President's Day? The 21st? Is that what that is? Uh, and that's like the worst thing that I bought anyway. She bought it. Whenever we have a holidays coming up or whatever, we need to do this. Yes. Yeah, we have to do everything decently and in order, brothers, you know. Okay, so that's Monday. Monday. Monday for the people that want to join. Monday, we're probably gonna have a meeting. I will talk to the beloved sister, and our host is Sister Yolanda. Okay, she's the host. Okay, it's yes, the duo, the camera. Okay, now, beloved, the reason we're saying this, we know. Which one of you which one of you are familiar with Perry Stone and TD Jakes? Which one of you? You may not be familiar with the other pastors in the Vatican, of course. Which one of you are familiar? And those guys try to get in, man. They want to listen and hear the stuff. That is why we want to know who you are. We want to know stuff, man. That's what those guys are doing. You see their videos, you see how they are taking everything that we are saying and they put their own spin on it. And then the people are like, fascinating. I never heard such talking. Usually I heard you scumbag talking about that prosperity garbage. But right now, it seems you guys are making much more sense. Lot talking about the up. Greg Laurie do this all the time. He swagger jack everything Big Judah said. He just put it back then, brothers. We thought it was a coincidence. We thought like, oh, okay, that's a coincidence. I guess the spirit is working with them too. But right after the whole thing, rapture's not happening, they had nothing to talk about. And then everything we say, they just said it. Everything we do, they just do it. Now Perry Stone is talking about the whole demon and witchcraft. Oh, there's a lot of witchcraft going on out there. The whole demon is back. We need to be careful and stuff. Yo, we see you, man. Everybody can, people can see this. Like, yo, son, we see you might as well come clean. We see you, man. Like at this point right now, all people become so enlightened they literally can see everything. Brothers, I'm seeing pastors, Negroes that I don't even know. They are unknown people. You see them talking not like us generally, but like us specifically. Yeah, he shut down the comment because he know for a fact the people keep and like I told you, ever since he swagger jack the sister's dream when we released the dream, he brothers, the dude took the he didn't even clean it. He just took the dream and then he bought it. And the people like, yo, hey man, no wonder you got involved with the whole thing with the FBI going on out there. No wonder you got this thing because that's for sure. You're not an honest man. Hey, dude. Yeah, man. Hey, you also I get jacking those people. And a lot of those people are coming here. A lot of those people coming here and they think like, they say like, wait a minute. He's talking what they are talking about. He must have following him. Let me come to him. So I'm like, yo, man, no, we don't do this here. This is not, no, we don't do that. At this point, I'm exhausted. I know I'm fasting, a lot of attack. He literally said this, brothers, in this video. Oh, you gotta be careful because when you are in this time, you are praying, you will be attacked in the spiritual realm. I'm talking about attack in the spiritual realm. Oh man, come on, man. Come on, dude. Don't do this. To show you those people are not the originator or anything. Those are the same people that tell you, hey, this is witchcraft, this is this. How do you know that? You don't, you copy it from us. You don't know anything about that, dude. Get out of here, you scum. Yeah, that guy is just swagger jacking everything. But anyway, beloved, I post a link for those of you who are searching. Did you find out who's your opposite? For those of you who want to know, did you find out who's your opposite? For those of you that wanted to join the Zoom, they we will send they will send a link. They will put a email here and stuff like that. Anybody can type the name of the one that is being persecuted you. The one mine is Agnes, 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 yes, Agnes, yes, yes. There's one sister that deal with one guy, man. That guy is bad. He's one bad mother. This dude got red eyes and he's shooting owl out of his mouth by spitting in the air and shooting owls. Sami Jina, Pahalia, Balam, Marbas. There's one named Barbatos. There's one that control 200 legion. It's in 33. Number 33 is got. It's good, brothers, to put the numbers. Put the numbers because you have to know the number. Excuse me. The numbers are very important. For instance, my angels is Jeliel. Number two, the demon is Agiris. Number two. Number 57 also, um Vapula. Wow, I never heard of that. Yeah, but number 20, number 20, what was number 20 again? 26 Boone or Booney, 16 Zipa. Zipa is pretty bad though. Zipa, I believe Zipa is the one that had red eyes and shoot owls in the sky. He's very bad. Zipa is very, very bad, but he can be bound or bind. Yeah, Zipa is one bad model. That's one of the we got a result for Zipa. 66 is Simeis Belial. Uh, now we are not talking about the angels again. Like we said on the other side, the one that been tormented you. You don't know why certain things. Number 5 is Margas or Barbas. Number 20 is Pahalia. Um, mine commanded 30 legion. He's a duke. He's a great duke. Some of you, yours is great king. You got 72 of them. You know now, those 72 are the one that Ish been using. Now pay attention now. Those 72 are the one that Ish and the Gentiles been using. Have you ever seen they have those guys love the pentagram, but they love it upside down. When you put the pentagram upside down, you are talking to the other side. You invite them in. That's why those people, when they have the pentagram, no, there's no payment right now because it's so much, brothers. It took 24 to 72 hours for this thing to be done. And I told you I cannot. I will give you a bootleg version, a generic version. If you want to find your opposite, it's scary, but you are looking for the most. For those of you who are searching, for those of you who are tired of being afraid, I want to know what is this thing that making me afraid at night? Who's been choking me at night? Who is being in the corner watching when I turn? I know I see something. Who are you? Light. Turn on the light. Who are you? Wait a minute. You come here. Kneel before me. I want you to stay away, never come here. And this is the name I'm binding you in the name of. When Yahweh take that spirit from the guy, he didn't just say be gone or gone, be gone. He bind them in the pig. He said, I'll put you in this prison. And then he say certain word. Peniel, Beniel, Adonai, Adonai, say this, and then he binded them. And then they are gone. There are words for that. Those books, when you start reading them, There's a book we posted. They call demonic possession in the New Testament. There is a For those of you who want to know your opposite, you can do a quick Google search. If you know your angels, you said, my angels opposite, my angel demon. So now you know you got six family. Brother, one of the brother did a beautiful research. He find out everything about him. He find out all the six angels who is over there and do this and do that. Okay, most of our people, we don't know what the angels does. We don't even know what category they are. We don't know anything about them. We only know the four one. There's a reason why they take their names out, they take their function out. We don't know those things. All we know, he's Satan, Lucifer, and witchcraft and sorcery. That's it. We barely know anything. We barely know anything about the sea. The sea is actually an angel. The sun, Oriel, is an angel. But if you know the sun is an angel, angels are messengers. A messenger, brothers, literally communicate. But how do I communicate with it? What do I say? There is a mode pass. There is a word. There is a password. Which one is it? I have to communicate with those things. I have to know who you are, what you are, and what you can do. The plants out there, I have to know who you are. We Well, the opposite. You got the number of your angel is very important. It's very important. It's very, very important, brothers. You're not the number. You have to know number two, GLL. Number one is, I believe, but I forgot number one. The first angel, Lehuvia or Lahuvia, and something like that. You gotta know your numbers. So now, when you know your target, the target is acquired. Certain things gonna be done to this target. So all my life, I was fighting in the dark. Ah, no, I had a demon. I knew everything that I did, brothers. I'm like, damn, why is this thing is not working? I even have a song called I released that song. What's the name of this song again? Depress. There's a song under my artist name, EBONBLAK, called Depress. And the chorus says, I believe I'm cursed. All my plane have been cruising the hearse. You know, the hearse, like the hearse for the funeral, the car. I did everything. I everything that I did is always come back. I could not know what is it that do I have a demon, a spirit following me? I was blind. Now I know who this guy is, and I know. Okay, well, I know who you are, and then I'm gonna kick your ass. The father want to see this. He doesn't want the weakling. He now you know that he had put a demon whipping your butt. You know you have a bully now. Will you? The best thing people say, well, the best thing to do out there is to try to be friend with your bully. Will you be friend with your bully? The name of the opposite, there is a community tab. We got a PDF there, and for those of you that have the book, The Lesser Key of Solomon, all the name is in there. Know who they are, what tickled them, and you will find them in your family. You will say, wait a minute, if this demon is good at that, so that's why my pastor was like that. That's why my husband, that's why my wife was like this, because they had demons in them. The moment you know their angel, their demon, and then you will know when you get into an argument with the wife, you understand that something jump on her. You understand certain words you need to say it in your mind. You say certain secret name in your mind, and the person will come down. Yeah, and the lesser key of Solomon. Again, this is not for everyone, man. This is for the hardcore mother lovers out there. If you are one of those guys that's scared of demon, I myself, I will never violate Isaiah 8:13. Never. Somebody put Isaiah 8:13 here. Never. I'm only afraid of the mighty one, and that's it. But Big Levi, you going astray. So what, nigga? You think it is up for me? Going astray according to who? According to you? To the Gentiles? They are copying us. How we are going astray? They are if we were going astray, they wouldn't copying us. They will still stick to their own thing, but they have nothing going on. Why they are copying us? That is because like you going somewhere now that like they didn't know. They are bringing information like other people in the church. I'm telling you, I'm receiving email. People say I never knew those things. I just came out of the church. And it's amazing. Those people want to know about things. Usually Christian will run away from it. Isaiah 8:13, sanctify the Lord of hosts himself. Damn it. And less and let him be your fear and let him be your dread. I'm not afraid of no damn demon, no Satan, no Lucifer. I'm not afraid of those scumbag. In fact, I can't wait to face those guys, man, and whip them for everything that they've done to the children of the mighty one, and whip them and say certain names unto them that sounds like a thunderclap inside of their ear, and repeat torment. It's my turn now to torment those things, at least me. Now in the book on the book of the Lesser Solomon, they give you their good attribute. Now Solomon give you what those guys are expert. Some of them, I believe one of those demons, he is an expert on catching thieves. He's an expert in catching thieves. One of them, most if not all of them, they are good in getting treasures. Sensei say one thing. He said doing when Atlantis sunk, all those spirits they escaped. Okay, they came into a certain place and then they all buried themselves and they grab all the treasure around the world. They take all of them. They steal all of them because they know they can read your mind, brothers. They know who you are. The moment you encounter those things, they know exactly what you're thinking. If you do not have protection, he said, those guys, they put their hand upon all the wealth of the world. That's why they're sucking off all the wealth and then they keep it everything. They are very greedy. They possess people. Once you see a brother was humble, and then all of a sudden the brother start making money, and then he become very greedy. He need everything. He's sucking up everything. That's what this demon does. They will get all the food, all the wealth around the world. They will still need more. That's why you see those rich folks. They got all the wealth. They literally got everything. You got nothing. They hate you for that. You got a freaking shoe you put in your feet. They want that shoe, and they want your life. They want everything. Yes. Some, like for instance, number 52, Alosis, the demon, he's a duke. He's an expert in architecture and business and finance. That's why Solomon had them build the temple. Because they're walking at lightning speed, okay? But you are not Solomon and you do not have the ring. Okay. Those things, they are very deep. Those are their quote unquote their the side that is say that you're like, wow, those things that Brethren, when you see the Gentiles, they don't do things the way that you do. Remember, you are ignorant, you are a slave, you didn't have any knowledge at all. They make themselves see. That's why you always see them as God. They work with demons. They can do anything. They call those demons, they have those demons do things for them. They will have those demons writing their books, coming with the theories, swagger jacking our stuff, and then they will come and then they will read some books. They will have seminar, and our people will run, say, this guy is so smart. But the demon wrote those things on him. That guy, he doesn't know Hish. Now those spirit abandoned them. You see how like none of those, they literally they remove all the restrictions on the plague. They give up, brothers. The plague is not gone. It's still here. They give up. Those guys, brothers, we told you from those people that been here before, they know this. When those guys want to come with a new disease, it's not like they're so scientifically smart. They go on the book, they find a demon that is very good in medical, And then they will call or interpolate this demon, and then they will say, we need a disease that can kill specifically the children of the mighty one. Which one can you get us? He said, I can give you something called AIDS. Say, AIDS, how do we make it? He said, two, and the book that there's a book that show you the interview with the demon. The guy was interviewed the demon. Oh, I didn't release that book yet. He showed the demon show him how to make a chemical or a medicine. He bind the demon by certain names, which I'm not gonna say here. He say, how can I make this? He said 2 parts salt, 1 part water. He gave it just like when you're watching a cooking video. 1 measure, 1 tablespoon of this. He said, make sure you use it with urine, with the alchemy. Thank you, brother Daniel. Thank you, brother. Man, the brother ripped the word right out of my mouth. That was the book that I was reading. The demon gave him all the stuff, and he created the cure. And then he said certain things. I'm not the ingredients. He says certain things. That's why when those guys call those demons, they say AIDS. What is AIDS? Well, can give me a disease that can kill most of those people. Remember, a demon is very crafty. Not anyone can deal with them, according to Sensei. He said they are very, very crafty. And when those guys are, this is how it goes. To make the interpolation in the books that we're reading of demon, they make the circle, okay? The circle have to get the pentagram in it, the 5-pointed stars. That's a form of protection. Solomon created this. It's not an evil thing. When the 5-pointed star is pointed the way it's supposed to be pointed, straight up, they can't get in. They can't even come nowhere near it. But if it's inverted, that means you're inviting them in. So when those guys are calling those demon brothers, they have the pentagram in his right place, and then they will stand there. And then those demons will come. And this is how they come. Because like the angels, they cannot leave the realm like this. This is me just saying. 1 hour of their time is 47 of your years. 20 minutes for them is like, well, if 1 hour, I mean, I'm not too good. I'm just letting somebody to do this out, the people that are good, the math teachers. If for 1 hour is 47 years, how many? Well, if for 60 minutes is 47 years, how many is for 20 minutes? How many years is 20 minutes? I believe it's 47 times 60 divided by 20. Is that what that is, or the other way? Somebody do this, see how many years they spent when they are talking to you, to them. When those guys come, they have a limit. They cannot pass the time. When you call those demons, when those guys call those demons, they have to get permission from the boss, the demon boss. 10 years? Is that what that is? That's 10 years they spent with you, to them. 20 minutes is like 10 years. They just spent 10 years here with you. To you, it's 20 minutes, but to them, they've been there for 10 years. And the master say you can't just go for 10 years and come back. Of course, in the spiritual realm, there is no time. Okay, but that's how it feels. When those things come, before you call them, and then they keep telling them, the big dude, they say, hey, they're calling me. He say, well, go, come back at this time. If you don't come back, I'm gonna, you know what I'm gonna do to you. And then when they come to this guy, that's in the book, the guys, right? It was written. And then they say, I call you here. First of all, Solomon say in the book of Solomon, when he said, when you're calling those guys before in, you have to tell them how to appear in front of you. If you just call them like this, it's going to be an issue. That's why a lot of ish are dying with tuberculosis or disease of the lung, because when they call those things, they come with the scent, they come with the smells, and they smell horrible. The smell can literally kill you. When you are inside of the circle, you're gonna feel if this thing is binded by earth, you're going to see the earth shake. If it's binding by air, you're going to feel the air. If it's fire, you're going to feel the heat. If it's water, it's gonna rain on you a little. That means they're already here. You cannot leave the circle. The circle is the protection. You're inside the circle. And then when they're coming, they don't come as a friend. They come charging at you like they're coming to kill you. It's all a ruse for you to run and leave the circle. You leave the circle, you're dead. You leave the circle, your finger past the point of the circle, you lose this finger. You kneel on the side, your kneeling side touch even past, they will rip it off. You won't even see it. When those guys, according to what we are studying, when those guys came, they came with a magnetic energy field. They surrounded all sides. You like you are inside of a cylinder. You are inside of a cylinder, like a bottle. You like you are inside of a bottle of water. Or you like you on a glass. Yeah, it's the energy surrounding you. And they will threaten you. They will threaten you. They are very vulgar. They will threaten you. They will run. They will take the before they come in, they know what's in your mind. They will take the worst form and they will come to you with the most demonic form. And then they will be very rebellious. Remember when Solomon called one of them and then he came in front of Solomon, he did not know how Solomon was standing right in front of him. He said, "What the are you?" Like clearly said, "What the hell are you calling me? Me, this guy?" And then he pulled it like, and then the fire come out of his mouth. Said, "I'm going to kill you." Solomon said, "Shut up, step back and kneel." He said, "What did you say?" And Solomon, holding the ring and the beam, hit him and then he quickly obeyed. He kneel. They are cowards. They are cowards. Now, when you are in a circle, you can't do anything and go out. If you have somebody with you in a circle and that person leave the circle, that's it. Solomon said, when you are dealing with those things, again, they don't have form, they are spirit. They are called infernal spirit, but you call them demons. In the process, Solomon said, when you're calling those things, you have to tell them, "Come as a handsome man and leave your scent behind." That's when you got the master ring. But when you call them without anything, they just come, they just quickly bow parts. They bow the hand for their hand. They took a fork, right hand, a fork, left hand, a spite, a cat, their head, the head of a human, so they can speak to you. Their body, a bull, their legs, goats, their tail, serpent, and then they got bat wings, and then they come to you. They are very hostile. They are very hostile, but they cannot touch you when you're inside of the circle because the pentagram protect you. The pentagram has the way trace. Solomon bind the name of the Most High secretly with it, but everything has an opposite. They will threaten you. They will threaten you. When you ask them to get you some stuff, there's two things you need to get. You need to get the wand, or you need to get a magical and enchantment weapon. Solomon said, when you call those guys inside of this inside of the circle, there is a fire. You have to get a holy fire. You bless the fire, and then in the one that is in your hand, it has it looked like a fork. It has two forks. This, and then when you tell them to go get you something, and then they refuse, you put the one and the fire, and then you would never see anybody in such a pain. And then they will be docile, and then they will go get whatever you want to get. But people, if, for instance, certain people, when they are creating disease, when they are creating certain vaccine, because they are not smart, the Gentiles are not smart. You think the vaccine that Sorry. You think they are creating the friendship. You think the friendship that they come in here in a short period of time, they come up with it. No, they call those things. Some of them are very good when it comes to medical stuff. They call them. But now there's an issue. Those guys that they told them they say, well, that thing that I gave you this amount of blood, but what you gave to me is not working. I'm dying. You said, well, I can't. I'm a freaking demon. I'm not God. They cannot say the word. They say I'm a demon. I'm not him. You think those guys just come up with those things that you're doing? No. And those demons are not smart either. They don't get it from the as they created it. They quickly travel and in our past they stole our stuff and then they come and give them a bootleg things. Yeah, that tridents. They call it a tridents. I will go to the tridents. Now the guy sit there and then the demon is giving him all the information in his writing. For instance, every single compound for AIDS. And then once they create AIDS, they say, now, what is the counterpart? Anytime you get a poison from those guys, the second things to do is to get the antidote. They'll say, okay, well then what's the antidote? Remember, they are very crafty. According to Sensei, he said not anybody can deal with them. You need to know the Most High very, very, very well to deal with them. And then once they give this guy the antidote of AIDS cure, for instance, I'm taking an example, and then they're like, well, you gotta send me. They are very violent, they are very vulgar, and then they will curse and say, send me home, mother lover, send me home. And then you'll say, okay, well then if there are certain way, if you say go, they're like, okay, they gone. And then boom, you don't see them. Don't step out of this circle. You step out of this circle, you are dead. They are not gone. They hide themselves, they hide their scent, they hide somewhere. They're waiting until you come out of the circle and then you're gone. You're gone. Those things are very dangerous. This is the kind of issue God that following you, that making your life. The reason why you're still alive, you're still living, is because the mighty one has his wings under you. You are under his wings. You wait 20, 30 minutes inside of the circle, and then you will feel their presence is leaving. And then they will leave because they cannot stay at a certain time. If you commended them according to the books, the things that we were reading. For instance, most people, when they call those things, what they need, money, money, money. According to Sensei, if you ever in your life call those things and ask them for a little atom, for a little dust of sand, for 1 grain of sand, you owe them. Sensei say, if you ever call those things, you ask for any favor, you owe them. Everything that they are bringing to you is not free, except if you're Solomon, if you're a master. He said there are different way they are dealing with. When they come to you, and then you ask them for something, of course, the two-third. The only way, brothers, when you got something from those guys, like the rich people, all your life, you have to live like this all your life. You're God up. That's why you see a lot of rich people, they are never happy. It's not like money doesn't make you happy. The deal that you strike for the money don't make you happy. That's why Sensei says, stop doing this nonsense. There are way the money, the truth. I'm not gonna say, but he say you stop doing. Stop it. You were sent here to be their master, to tame them, to make them do what you want, not to serve them. That is why those people go over there. They say, "You stupid ass mother lover. You dumbass mother. You sell the most precious thing that you have for a bag of money." That's why when you see those Bob Saget are making millions, they never happy. Somehow they find him dead. He got hit in the head. Okay. What? Who hit him? Oh well, we according to the autopsy, there is this he slipped, but he didn't really slip. But he fell at the same time he fell asleep. Okay, yeah, but how did he die? Well, we will get back to you, Tom. We will get back to you because it's the Super Bowl. You got to understand this. That's why your Robin Williams, they got all the money, but they can never be happy because they realize, again, once you make deal with those things, the moment they pop up, they know who you are. They like, I got him. And then they're enticing you, they're engorging you. That's why those guys are hanging themselves. That Sherry Perry woman. I don't like to talking about those things because we're gonna go astray. People are like, oh, they like conspiracy. This is not conspiracy, Doug. I'm telling you what people like masters. We will give them a great. Ascending masters are telling us stay the away. You control those things. They don't control you. They serve you. You don't serve them. You don't bind by them from. I'm sorry. I shouldn't say this. You know what? You do whatever you want. You do whatever you want. You want to be a GGC? You do that. One thing. Sensei say, if you're dealing with those things, which I don't know, if you choose to deal with those things, hey, to each his own, man. When you said, go get me a bag of money, and then they will, well, Solomon say, and then they say, no problem, but scratch my back, I'll scratch your back. Say, well, then what do you want then? Oh, nothing. You see that rocks, that little rock over there in front of your feet, that rock right here, that little small pebble right in front of your feet. You say, give it to me. That's all I want, that little piece of rock. And then you take that little rock, either you kick it to him or you throw it to him. If your hand pass the circle, they rip that hand is gone. The magnetic field will just fry your hand. That's it. Your hand will just. That's like putting your hand in an instant nuclear blast. It is gone. Ash. And then you throw the little rock. And then they will put the bag of money here. And then they say, okay, well, the rest is at home. And then they left. And then you step out of the circle. After they left, you take the money, you go home. Okay. Did you know what you just did? Again, those things speak like Yahushua. They speak. If you catch my drift, they speak like Yahushua. They speak like our people. Did you know what you just did? Anybody see what whoever did this that give that little rock that was right in front of your feet and throw it to it? You gotta be very careful, man. The reason why you've been getting into history because you've been dealing with demons in your life. I love you, baby, and I love you too. Let's get married. Oh yeah, get married. Somebody get me the scripture. Peter, you are the rock. And upon my rock, I will build my church. Is that what that is? The rock symbolizes your body. You literally throw your rock onto him. You literally give yourself. Because Yahushua say, upon this rock, he will build his church. Your rock is the body. The church is the temple. Therefore, the church is your body. You just give yourself. Because you are so tempted by rock. A little rock. Fuck. Excuse me. Freaking demon is so dumb. He is a little rock. You throw a rock. And then this demon take this rock. And then he laugh. Ha, 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 ha. Matthew 16:18. And the book of Matthew is not a light book, okay? The book of Matthew is very heavy. And I say also unto thee that thou art Peter, and upon this rock I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. Yeah, it's not talking about, Yahushua was not talking about an actual rock, brethren. You just give your body. Some of them, they'll say, okay, you know I'm a demon, right? I love blood. Say, all right, well, who doesn't? What do you need? Get me a little lamb. That's it, just a sheep, little lamb. Preferably a little lamb. And then you want that fame. I don't want to cause any violation. Have any of you ever been with a famous person or a rich person? Have any of you ever been to with somebody that is super rich? Have you ever heard of the story of Edison? Those people don't know. Shh. They are not smart at all. The smart people are the workers. The smart people are the one that go to work and make everything for them. Those guys are not smart. They took the credit. People are like Bill Gates. He has an IQ. So Bill Gates don't know. Shh. Those people are not smart at all. When you're talking to those guys, like, what the hell? How is God? I thought only smart people. Those people are not smart at all. I see people sitting there and give Mark Zuckerberg like a lot of credit how smart he is. That guy. Have you have you have you, have you ever seen Mark Zuckerberg talking? Those guys are not smart at all. See what you're calling smart people or rich people don't rich people they don't do work at all. They hired smart people to do their work and they take the credit. That's why Sensei say if you are into this type of thing, be very careful. All these demon ask me because they're dumbass. You ask you for a mutton or a piece of sheep, like a give me a pig leg, like a cow leg, and you like, oh, cow leg, well, a lamb, and then they will give a lamb. Man, demon are stupid. They ask you for a lamb, millions of dollars. Then a lamb is symbolize your children. You just give one of your children. It is now a lot of so-called actor, actress are find out their children are dying, they are committed suicide, they don't know. Well, what kind of deal did you strike, man? Because they never told you what it means. It is after the facts. They ask you for a chicken with they ask you for a little chicken with little chicks, and you give now. And you're gone. They ask you for wine, sweet wine. But there is wine, there is sweet wine. The sweet wine is your blood, is blood. Or they say, oh, you don't need to pay me. For instance, there's a dude that made a deal. That's real hish. This dude asked for a nightclub. He said, what is your payment? He said, I'll take my payment. Don't worry about it. And the guy said, are you going to take me? He said, oh, hell no, man. You're a good guy, man. We're homies. And then every other week at this nightclub is always a shooting. Always a stabbing. If it's not a stabbing, it's a shooting. There is so much blood on the floor. They could never figure that out. Why? Until the guy died. People barely, they had to close the nightclub down because so much blood was being do stuff. Careful. Careful. People like to sign their name into anything for a bag of money. And then he kills Sensei, man. It's like, he said ever since he has this conversation with that giant translucent being, he realized how many, this being download a knowledge onto him that no one else has. Well, at least that's what I'm thinking. And then he said that he realized how much stuff there is out there. For instance, he realized the Leviathan, the Leviathan literally have all the wealth in the sea, all the wealth in there. And he said, Sensei said, the people, man, he's like, you mother lovers. Sensei made a song. he like, you stupid ass. How could you do this, man? That is why you see some people out there, brothers. They are finding them mysteriously. They are dead. They'll find they had this studio, they had this. This is not necessarily for celebrity, brothers. You got a bunch of YouTube TikTokers, a bunch of celebrities on YouTube, a bunch of guys you see. They make deal. They don't know what it is. They just go ahead and ask for things, and then they ask them a pack of bread. They ask them a bottle of water. When water is life and stuff. The thing is like, mm, I cannot say this one, but because some of you will be tested. If some of you already been tested, and most likely some of you already passed the test. A lot of you find ways that you could make money, a lot. But you choose to work a job. You choose to work on your own strength. That is good. The mighty one like to see this. He like to see a man-made man. He like to see a man, self-made man, a self-made woman, so to speak. He despised cheaters. You see, a cheater is that guy that made up things. After all the scumbag stuff you've been doing, all I have to say, rapture, and then the bus gonna happen out there, and then just hop on the bus, and I'm being raptured. He despised cheaters. He despised people that mix things up and say, "Oh, at the end of this, I'm gonna do this. I'm going to do that." He like hardworking people, and the hardworking will be rewarded for, especially the one that been working for over 400-500 years without no payment. Babe, no, it's not. You ready? All right, let's go. Those things are not your friends. Do not play with them. Do not pray with them. Do not cuddle with them. Do not be around them. You will not see them physically because they are formless. They will possess people. That's why I don't say response to anybody, because I can see them. They are possessed. There's a video that we are working here. I will be release it. There are certain things that's in it you need to know. It's about Esau's trouble, but if you can watch it, do this. Watch it. But beloved, I'm not telling you what to do with your life, but remember this: Big Levi, your brother, loves you so much. The Most High love you even more. You already have everything. You don't need anything from anybody. This kingdom is flipping on your advantage. Don't do anything stupid. If you are a quote unquote a leader out there, if you have a YouTube platform, you will be offer. The reason why they haven't offered us anything, because they know they need certain brothers out there. To some of you, you will be tested. To slightly, not a lot, slightly change the message, which the camp did. The camp slightly changed the message, slightly, only slightly. Look at what happened. The church did. They slightly changed the message. Look at what happened. I'll tell you all the truth, everything you want to hear, the good and the bad, the ugly. You choose. I will not tell anyone go do anything, but you can do pretty much everything. Well, you call it free agency. Mine, I was so under mine unto the Most High. I do according to His will. Beloved, I will see you at 8:30 p.m. today in a video we will release. May you have fun watching it, laugh, give the Most High glory and praise. We'll talk about more about demons and other things. Be not afraid of them. You need to know who they are, what they can do, how they trick people. Now, you might encounter a demon you don't know, and then this demon give you a good service and ask you for burnt bread and sweet wine. You know who to call upon. You know what to do. I'm not gonna tell you. If you wish to give burnt bread and sweet wine, and if you wish to give a little rocks, you kick to them. You wish to give a little lamb. You wish to give things. That's on you. Know who you are, who your surrounding, who the enemy. How on earth they've been staying on power that much? What they were using? What were they were using? Were they smart? Read all the demons. You'll see how they are cunning and all those things. And then look past certain guys. They say, "Oh, this guy is like the master of sciences, the father of philosophy." They were dealing with demons. They were having those demons do those things for them, take it and bring it to you. That's why when you question those guys, you go, they don't know anything. They were using demons. Give those guys no credit, no glory. Give the Most High glory. When we have more time, brothers, we'll go deeply, on certain things. This is not conspiracy theories. You need to know what those things are. You need to know what they can do, and you need to know to stay away from them. Because if you ever made a deal with them, that's it. You're gonna spend your entire life being on your feet and your guard. That's the only way. Which of course you can't. All praises. All right. Selah, so be it. May the king reign forever. Fast, pray, repent, repeat. Day 16. Keep it going, brothers. I'll see you later.